coming at you live at 787 Live. Here we go. Number one, I'm happy and I'm sad and I'm sad and I'm happy. So I could tell you a joke right now, but it wouldn't really be a joke. But here's the start of it. The Mets, the Chicago Cubs, and the Houston Astros all walked into the 2015 playoffs. Not a joke. Not a joke. The Houston Astros are in a wild card game tonight versus the New York Yankees. That's right, the New York Yankees, where CC Sabathia had to check himself into alcohol rehabilitation because he got a problem. Apparently, he went on a week-long bender before the Baltimore series, and then when Friday's game got rained out, he had to be helped out of the stadium. You know what I'm saying? He had a white cup, brown liquid that he kept offering to a teammate. Teammate was like, I still got to run. And CC was like, take some. And then a third teammate had to put him into a cab. This is also on the heels of him getting in a dust-up in Toronto where apparently some fans heckled him. He tried to beat the crap out of them. CC, 4 kids, 1 wife, was like, got to go to rehab. Sorry. So the Houston Astros with the dirty scum state pitching Dallas Keuchel. He's a cool dude, but he went to Arkansas, and I don't like no pigs from Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? He got a beard like this. He look Amish as hell. Anyways, Houston Astros in the playoffs wild card game tonight. Don't remember what you know, but 2015 was the year that Marty McFly went back to the future. The Cubs won the World Series. Only problem with that was they played the Miami Marlins. Miami Marlins in the National League. They also didn't make it. Guess what the Miami Marlins did this Sunday? They had Ichiro Suzuki pitch an inning for the first time in his 15-year Major League career. Anywho, different story. Chicago Cubs in the playoffs on Wednesday. Coming to that note, check it out, right? There's a student that attends the University of Illinois. He's a lifetime Cubs fan. Wrote his professor, "Dear Prof, no, it's not your policy to change stuff. Just realize the test is on Wednesday. My family and I are lifelong Cubs fans, and we actually got tickets to the game. I'm going to go with my family. We're going to drive down to Pittsburgh." And the professor wrote back, "Dear Mike, you're a Cubs fan. Cubs playoff games don't come along that often. Go enjoy the game and we'll reschedule." Well, I'm a Cubs fan, and it's kind of like a low blow, like, because Cubs playoff games don't come along too often. Steve Bartman, Moises Alou, we won't get into that whole thing. The New York Mets, they're not even in the wild card because they actually won their division. They won it. That's right. That is not a joke. The Miracle Mets won their division. So we're going to go one more thing. We're going to do 2 more things with baseball. Did you know, guess what Big Papi would be doing if he did not play baseball? That's right. The grown man, the Big Papi, the 6'8", 6'7" big boy, said he'd be doing porn. They probably call him El Caballo, El Burro Grande. Like the big donkey, the cow, a.k.a. the big dick, Big Papi. Big Papi got the big pompies. Anyway, it's Terry's way. And I want to come at you and stand on my soapbox for a minute and tell you that at the end of this year, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose, need to be in the Cooperstown Hall of Fame. This man might have bet on some games. He might have philandered some women. I don't care. Come on, Pete. Let him in. Let the man in the hall. Just let him in. Just let Pete Rose in. Mr. Charlie Hustle. His daddy used to make him take 100 hacks from both sides of the plate before he could go to bed. He embodied what it means to hustle your heart out and go balls to the wall deep in baseball, not in vagina. But he did that too. Don't forget, Charlie Hustle hustled the ladies into his bed, hustled the baseballs to the most hits in Major League career, and Charlie Hustle hustled on the streets, on the side. Little cash flow. Can't hurt nobody. I heard a great joke this week that Carmelo Anthony leads his team in his own way. What is that? I'm going to need 45 shots a game. I'm going to need at least 50 touches of the ball. I'm going to need 45 shots, 50 touches. What is that? Carmelo Anthony ain't led no team nowhere. The Denver Nuggets were led by a beautiful coach named George Karl that got crapped on and now is sent to Sacramento. Well, guess what? Nobody likes the Denver Nuggets, and nobody likes Carmelo Anthony. Not even his wife. Period. The end. Carmelo Anthony, a team leader. We can go into some more basketball. We had some media days this week. LaMarcus Aldridge showed up to media day, asked a couple questions. How do you think you'll fit in with the Spurs? Good. How do you like it in San Antonio? It's nice. Do you have any trouble adjusting? No, ma'am. That was it. Bought into the Greg Popovich way. LaMarcus Aldridge. It's going to be real tough. I think the road runs through San Antonio right now. Let's go Rockets. But what are you going to do with Dwight Howard and his bum back and Patrick Beverly and no Achilles, anything, whatever, right? Anyways, Kevin Love showed up to media day. Kevin Love, mind you, is white. Showed up with a perm. No, there's a problem like, black people, Mexicans, not that like perms are race specific, but on some people they look better. And on Kevin Love, they don't. Kevin Love with the perm. And like kind of like Michael Kelso in that 70s show. Is that permanent? Like it's stuck like that? Because it don't look good. Kevin Love got a perm. On a different, more nasty, grody note, you remember Adam Morrison played at Gonzaga, was a great basketball player, and then got to the pros and was just like, wah, wah, wah. He had the diabetes and everything. Jared Dudley said that this man, grown man mind you, did not shower in his time in the NBA. Said that one of his teammates had to make him take a shower. You made a grown man take a shower because he wouldn't shower. If you play in the NBA and you don't shower, you must be one of them whacked out hippie jobs that getting them girls with them armpit hair like this, you know what I'm saying? Like Adam Morrison, you got the diabetes, you got the paychecks from the NBA, and you got no showers. First off, it's an NBA, like their shower facility probably like real nice, like probably like, 10 foot high with like the multi-blasters and like 4 different settings that probably like jerk you off and stuff like that. And he didn't want to use them. I'll use them. I mean, just imagine, I need to get a little ladder, like, get that jerk off setting on this shower real quick and turn it on. And, he didn't want to use it. What can you say? All right, to the NFL, which can stand for many things, National Football League or not for long, as in Joe Philbin, fired from the Miami Dolphins. Bye-bye. Did you know that the Miami Dolphins practice squad cornerbacks are frustrating Ryan Tannehill because they're intercepting him too much? Well, you ain't the only ones, practice squad. But Ryan Tannehill gets real frustrated with him, and every time they intercept him, he yells at him, "Enjoy your practice squad checks, okay?" Okay, Ryan, first off, 16 weeks out of the year, because we know that y'all don't make the playoffs. So wait, 17 because you get the bye week. 17 weeks out of the year, they get paid $50,000 to $60,000. That's right, $50,000 to $60,000 for 17 weeks of work. 52 weeks in a year, 17 weeks. These fools intercept you for $50,000 to $60,000. Sign me up. I'll intercept you in practice and have you go, "Have fun with your practice squad paychecks." Fuck off. Your wife's super hot. You have a degree from A&M, and for some reason they gave you a big old paycheck. Well, screw off. Practice squad money, give it to me. Give it to me. I don't care. Did you know that September, that's right, we're in October right now. September was the first calendar month in 6 years that no one in the NFL was arrested. Not a single player was arrested. Can you imagine that? That's insane, right? 6 years. 6 years. That means there was one of them leap years in there too, with that magical 366th day. And September was the first month in a calendar year in 6 years. There ain't nobody got, can y'all put my hoodie on so my mama don't gotta see him? Boy, you like 6'5", 300 pounds. Of course your mama gonna know it's on you on national TV when you get arrested. Not to mention the little headline, blah, 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 get arrested. "My boy got arrested in New York City for having prostitution sex." Oh no, Warren. Warren Sapp, you in trouble now, boy. Something like that. You know that's how it go down. Anyway. So, speaking of the Miami Dolphins and their practice squad money and their titty baby quarterback and no coach having selves, maybe Nick Saban will come back, right? First off, you wear aqua. Y'all are like, Tampa Bay sucks, but y'all are like old Tampa Bay with the little guy, the little Buccaneer with the feather in his hat. "We're gonna beat you." So, check it out. The Jets met the Dolphins across the pond. They brought 5,000 different items with them to make them feel at home. You would care to guess what 350 of those were? Rolls of Charmin Extra Soft. You don't think the toilet paper across the pond is up to snuff? Like when you get on the airplane, you're like, here's your roll of crap paper. Here's your roll of crap paper. You only get one. Here's your roll of crap paper. You only get one. Crap wisely, my friend. First off, you might have wanted to bring real food because everybody knows it sucks over there. An umbrella because remember, London, Mary Poppins, tea and crumpets, crappy food, worse weather. Yeah, that's right. I quoted Snatch. Terrible weather, terrible food. Maybe they knew something I don't. Maybe they got doo-doo paper. But remember, that game was played at 8:30, and everybody who had Chris Ivory on their fantasy team and didn't put him in. Whoopsie-daisy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to divulge here. Steve Smith Sr. played last Thursday night. That's right, he's a senior now because he had a little bitty baby boy, and they were like, we're going to name him Steve Smith Jr. Anywho, this man's retiring after this season. Mike Mitchell is a safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Lawrence Timmons is a linebacker for them. Well, Steve Smith has a spinal contusion right now, I believe. Anyway, he got hit in the lower back last week's game. He said Mike Mitchell is a dirty player, and I can tell you we could fight right now, we could do whatever, but I can tell you he's on my lifelong hit list. Well, guess what the replay showed? Mike Mitchell wasn't anywhere near the play, brah. It was Lawrence Timmons that derailed you in the back. So, you effed up. F-ups, throwing them out everywhere. All right, so check it out. Did not just fart right now. Someone else farted over here. So, we can come back to my soapbox because Lawrence Timmons is not who I'm talking about. Talk to you about Charlie Hustle. Charlie, hustle your way into his hearts. Come on, man. Nobody likes Arkansas. Y'all need to like me. Y'all need to like Charlie Hustle. Go Cubs. Do what you got to do. Fight who you got to fight. Boot who you got to boot. Shoot who you got to shoot. Charlie Hustle for the Hall of Fame. Remember the name. Put a little teardrop right here for the Charlie. I'm breaking out kind of like a high school kid. You know, get a little close up right here. I got some acne. My wife be making fun of me. You're breaking out in high school. Shut up, old woman. Anyway, 787 Live. That's the studio. That's the name. Learn the moniker. Terry's Way. Guey. At Terry's Way on the Twitter. At Deftone some for the Ian. He the producer. Just remember, love me, love us, retweet us, like us, watch us. You down on the YouTube channel, it's the same thing minus the @ symbol. All right. So what did we learn today? Don't get perms. Take showers, especially if one of the 4 settings on that nozzle will jerk you off. Always be sure to call out the right player before you put them on your lifetime hit list. If you go across the pond to London, you might need toilet paper. Charmin. Might need some Charmin. If Big Papi didn't play baseball, he'd be doing porn. Industry'd be kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Hustle, it's a great man. The joke used to be the Mets, the Cubs, and the Astros didn't make the playoffs, but this year they did. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, CC Sabathia, when you see him in the streets, do not offer him a drink. Do you think the Rangers actually clinched? They won their division, and the question is, did they douse everyone in ginger ale because Josh Hamilton's in that clubhouse? There's some really dark stories about that man. Did you know that he used to do cocaine lines so long that he would have to stuff like half a roll of toilet paper up in there because his septum was so deviated and he didn't want it to fall through? That's a lot of cocaine. Heroin. And so, like, in the interim, remember that one time that he banged the chick in the bar and he had a couple beers and that was him falling off the wagon? Well, if you're busting out lines that make you put a whole roll of toilet paper up your nose so you can still snort the other line, banging a chick in a bathroom really ain't that bad, is it? I know he was married. I know. He's going through a divorce right now. He said his wife can't touch his 66 Blazer. Anyway, 787 Live. Remember it. Terry's Way. Don't go to Arkansas.